All right, let's settle the great debate. Tea or coffee? It's a choice most of us make literally every single day. But what if there's actually a right answer for you? In this explainer, we're going to dig into the science, the ancient wisdom, and the day-to-day reality of these amazing drinks to help you figure out which one is truly your perfect match.
And this is about way more than just taste. It's about how you want to feel. Are you looking for that lightning bolt of energy to get your morning started? Or maybe a more gentle, steady focus to get you through the afternoon? By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly which cup to reach for.
Because let's be real, we're not just talking about liquids in a cup. That first morning brew, that's a ritual. It's what kicks off the day. Grabbing a cup with a friend, that's about connection. It's an emotion totally woven into the fabric of our lives. But what's really happening inside us with every single sip? Okay, so we know they're a huge part of our lives, but what really makes a cup of tea so different from a cup of coffee? Let's peel back the layers and find out what's hiding inside each one. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Both tea and coffee have two main players, caffeine and these things called tannins. But, and this is the key, the balance is completely different. Coffee is all about that high dose of caffeine. That's where you get that powerful energy jolt. Tea, on the other hand, has a lot more tannins, and those can do all sorts of things, from helping your digestion to, well, maybe getting in the way of absorbing nutrients.
So now that we know the main ingredients, let's grab a microscope and see what they actually do once they're in our bodies. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of antioxidants and, of course, that famous energy boost.
Turns out, both coffee and tea are antioxidant powerhouses, but they're like different superheroes. Coffee is packed with polyphenols, which are like a shield, protecting your body from damage and helping fight off long-term diseases. Tea's heroes are called catechins. Think of them as a tiny cleanup crew, zapping all the bad stuff and helping with everything from cancer prevention to managing your weight.
And all this leads to how they make you feel. I love this analogy. Think of coffee as a sprinter. It gives you a fast, powerful, super intense burst of energy. It's perfect for when you need to be on your A game, like right now. Tea is more like a yogi. It gives you this slow, calm, but sustained focus. That's all thanks to a cool compound in tea called L-theanine, which actually helps you relax, giving you that amazing, alert but calm vibe. We've looked at the modern science, but what about a more ancient perspective? Let's switch gears and explore the wisdom of Ayurveda, a thousands of years old system from India that has a really unique take on how these drinks affect our body's energies. So, at the very heart of Ayurveda are these three energies called doshas. You've got Vata, which is all about movement and air. Then there's Pitta, the energy of fire and transformation. And finally, Kapha, the energy of earth and structure. The whole idea is to keep these three in balance. When they're in harmony, you feel fantastic. So, according to Ayurveda, coffee's intense, stimulating vibe really amps up that airy Vata dosha. You know, that restless, anxious, jittery feeling you can get? That's Vata going into overdrive. Coffee's also very heating, which can aggravate the fiery Pitta dosha. So if you're already someone who feels a bit anxious or deals with things like acid reflux, coffee might be pouring gasoline on the fire. Now, tea is seen as a bit milder. It can actually help balance out that heavy kapha energy, which is great if you're feeling sluggish. But, and this is a big but, it's still considered heating, just like coffee. That means it can also stir up that fiery pitta dosha. So if you're a pitta-dominant person, you'll want to enjoy your tea with a little bit of caution. But here is a brilliant, super practical tip from Ayurveda. You don't necessarily have to give them up. Try adding some cooling ingredients to your cup. Just a pot of cardamom or a little pinch of fennel seeds can help neutralize those heating effects and make your daily cup way more balanced for your body. We've seen all the good stuff, but what about the dark side? Come on, we've all heard the warnings about tea and coffee, but are they really the villains they're made out to be? Or is there more to the story? Let's talk about what happens when we have a little too much of a good thing. The classic caffeine trap. It's such an easy cycle to fall into, right? It starts out innocently, but before you know it, your brain gets used to it. Suddenly, one cup doesn't do it anymore. You need more and more just to feel normal. And if you skip a day, bam, headaches, crankiness, brain fog. That's not a fun ritual anymore. That's a dependency. And here's a fact that might totally surprise you. We always point the finger at coffee for causing stomach problems, right? Well, it turns out tea can sometimes be the bigger troublemaker when it comes to acidity. Why? It's those tannins again. They can really irritate your stomach, especially if it's empty. If you've ever felt that kind of heavy, burning feeling after a morning tea, now you know why. So what's the magic number? What's the sweet spot? Well, the general consensus from pretty much everyone is 1 to 2 cups per day. Any more than that, and you really start risking those negative side effects. So maybe you're feeling like you want to mix it up a bit or cut back. The good news is you don't have to give up your cozy drink ritual. There is a whole world of delicious, healthy, and amazing alternatives just waiting for you. For example, there's Tulsi tea or holy basil. This stuff is incredible for your immune system, and it's a powerhouse when it comes to reducing stress. Or what about classic ginger tea? It's so warm and spicy, and it's an absolute dream for your digestion. Feeling anxious? A gentle cup of chamomile is like a lullaby in a mug. And you can't go wrong with turmeric milk. That golden elixir is a champion at fighting inflammation. Okay, we have journeyed through the science, we've explored ancient wisdom, and we've faced the potential downsides. Now, it's time for the final verdict. Let's pull everything together to help you choose your perfect brew. So here's the bottom line. Need that powerful, fast jolt to power through a deadline? Coffee is your sprinter. It will get you across the finish line fast. But if you need to settle in for a long, creative session where you need focus but also a sense of calm, tea is your yogi. It gives you that sustained, relaxed alertness. Ultimately, neither drink is a hero or a villain here. The truth is, when you enjoy them in moderation, remember that magic 1 to 2 cups a day, both black tea and black coffee can have real benefits, from boosting your metabolism to supporting a healthy heart. It all comes down to being mindful. So, the choice is all yours. You're now armed with the science and the ancient wisdom to make the perfect choice for your body and your day. So take a second, listen to what you really need, and ask yourself, what's it going to be tomorrow morning?